Hey there, it's Walt. I was working the other day with a client of mine, a very high-performing executive, senior general counsel. She has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on her plate, and she's grappling with some significant career decisions, what she should do, which way she should go. And she kept saying to me, I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do. And I stopped her and I said, that's probably not true, which brought her up short. But we usually do know what to do. I talk about the paradox of disconnection. It seems as if the busier we are, like my client, that the more we've got going on, the more noise that swirls around us, the more that we're connected and hyper-connected with our technology, the less we are connected with ourselves. And what's true is that we usually do know the way. We usually do know what to do. We usually have a sense in our bodies and in our spirits what we want to do. But when we are moving at the speed of business, when we're moving at the speed of life, our brilliant minds get in the way. We lead with these amazing things which are our cerebral cortices, and we're processing, we want to process everything through these minds that we have. And the busier we get and the more on we are, the less we connect to that deep place of knowing, which is in our hearts and in our bodies. There was a fascinating article last week by the tech editor of the New York Times, 𝗪𝗓𝗠, talking about a recent digital detox that he realized, this tech guru, he realized that he had become so dependent upon his smartphone, that it had become this source of self-medication. It had been a source of tamping down how he was feeling. And that he realized that anytime there was an open space, anytime there was a moment between one task and another, anytime there was a place of anxiety or disquiet, he would reach for his cell phone and tap into that and connect with that. And the article so resonated with me because I tend to do that when I find myself anxious, when I'm in uncomfortable social situations, when I've got a lot going on. That's a really easy place to go, to tap into that connectedness as a way of tamping down the anxiety. Blaise Pascal, a philosopher, said that all of humanity's problems stem from our inability to sit in a room alone. And there's so much power in that statement, because when we're sitting in a room alone, we're confronted with the big questions. Who am I, and what do I really want? What am I doing with this precious gift that is my life? What am I doing with the time that remains? How am I going to serve other people? How do I want to make an impact in the world and in the lives of other people? And what does it all mean? Those can be really scary places to visit. And so many of us prefer to stay away from those big questions, those existential questions. And it's easier just to stay hyper-connected. But what's true is when we drop into that place, there is such deep knowing. We can connect with what our hearts are telling us, what our body is telling us. I invited this client just to get quiet, to get still, and to connect with that place, that quiet center inside of herself. And from that place, she was able to get a much better sense of to where she really wanted to move toward. So this is hard stuff. We're always on. It is the way that we are in our world. That is our culture. We embrace the technology because of so many of the gifts that it gives to us. And there's an invitation to step away from that from time to time and to connect again with that deep place, that deep well of wisdom inside each one of us. Because our hearts always know, our bodies always know the way. So I want to just invite you to visit from time to time that quiet place, that scary place of stillness. Because in the stillness is your power. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.